Good morning. This morning we're going to go through a report we developed to help you accumulate the information you'll need to apply for the Payroll Protection Program, part of the CARES Act. First, you'll log into Evolution, and then we're going to go to the Reports section. To get there, you'll click on Reports, Run Reports in the menu on the left-hand side. Double-click on the company that you want to open. You'll scroll down to the Payroll Protection Program report. Check that report. Click on the report parameters up at the top left. For most clients, you will be using the full year of 2019. If you were not in business for the full year, choose the months that you wish to use. You will want to do your prorated amount by those number of months that you were in operation in the prior year. If you've been only in operation in the current year, you would stay on 2020 and choose just the months in those years. In this case, we're going to go to 2019. I'm going to click on the year option to select all my payrolls for the year of 2019. Up towards the top right, I'm going to change it to preview and run report. I'm going to click back into the report parameters, and now I'm going to click on the miscellaneous tab. This is going to give me an option to run this report as a CSV with Excel formulas built in. I'm going to go ahead and preview that report as well. These reports are being generated into my view queue. You can access your queue by clicking on the view button at the bottom left. Here's the first report that I ran. For each one of your employees, you're going to be able to request an amount where their total benefits do not exceed $100,000 per employee. So for this case, I got gross, state unemployment, retirement match. You're going to be able to fill in employer medical expense. This would be your expense for an insurance premium less what the employees contributed. For an example, of a total monthly premium for an employee is $1,000, but they contribute $500 through payroll deductions, you would put in $500 here because that's your expense. And then that will follow through to your employee totals and E allowable. Obviously on a PDF it can't do it, but that's why we also ran the spreadsheet to do it. I'm going to go ahead and save this document to my desktop. I want to make sure that I'm changing it to a PDF so it's easily readable. Now I'm going to go to the other report that I ran using Excel formulas. I'm going to click on the save icon. I'm going to choose to save to my desktop. I need to switch it to all files, and I need to change the extension at the end from .txt to CSV. And I'm going to save that file as well. Now I can exit out of the view queue, minimize Evolution, and I'm going to take a look at the couple of reports that I just saved. Now that I've located the reports, I can go ahead and double click and open up the PDF. Here's my totals. Right here is your total allowable amount. So this is the amount of an employee that did not exceed $100,000. So what we'll want to do is divide that amount by the number of months for the date range we ran it for. Typically that will be 12 because we will have done the entirety of 2019, and then we will go ahead and times that monthly average by 2.5 to get your 2.5 months, and that's going to be the allowable amount that you can request for your loan. In the Excel spreadsheet version of this, I can go ahead and open that up, highlight, double click in there to expand all of my rows. I can format these so they're 2-digit decimal places and using the comma separators. It makes it a little easier to read. This report is going to be able to allow you to put in the employer expense of medical. So say if I had someone here, because I'm using test data, that actually made $95,000 in the year, and we had $7,000 in medical expenses. His total benefit is $102,000, but this report is going to cap him at the $100,000. In this report, then we'll go down to the bottom, and here's our total allowable amount. So now I need to calculate out what my monthly average and then times it by the 2.5 months. We can enter an equal sign, select the field for the total, divide by 12, times by the 2.5 months, and the amount that I can request for my loan then would be $51,248. Now I can file, save as to my desktop, and I usually convert it to an Excel workbook instead of a CSV, so it keeps all my formatting that I just put in. This will be a nice and easy way for you to quickly get up to the allowable limit, including all factors in the payroll protection program. Using this in your application and further guidance from your bank, you should be able to complete the process and see your banker to apply for these loans. Should you need any further assistance or have questions regarding how to get to this information, please feel free to contact your CXR at Payville USA. Thank you very much.